want to get into too much disorder. So within a short time, we have a lot of priorities right now. Within a short time, we'll give you guidance on that. Short time means maybe not today, but certainly within a very few days. That one will come to the top of the list, and we'll talk about how to arrange that.
For those newly transitioned to Office 365, do they need to be in the office for the new security protocol to take effect, allowing remote access to Microsoft tools without VDI VPN?
If you've been in the office since Monday, you're good. If you haven't been, we are working on a solution that would be accessible via VPN. And again, we have to expand our VPN. We're working with the vendor now. We've in the process of procuring additional licensing for VPN to expand our capabilities, as well as how to connect remotely without having to do any administrative activities where you have to go to the help desk.
Okay.
So, but if you've been in the office since Monday, you're good. If you haven't, and you definitely want it, come in the office, connect your laptop into the internal network for a couple hours. It'll sync. It's a back-end change. There's no prompts or anything. All of it, it's all done on the back end. It's just the synchronization of Active Directory settings and whatnot. You could go in the parking lot if you get a good signal, yes, to park close to the buildings, and you could do that also, and work off of our wireless network for a couple hours in the parking lot also.
Okay. To reduce both VPN issues and network load, you should not be on VPN when joining WebEx meetings. Is that correct?
That's correct. You can join WebEx meetings directly from your own home through your own Wi-Fi.
Okay.
There is no need to go through VDI or VPN to do WebEx.
Okay. I am an ESC associate at DMMI. I understand the working condition in DMTN. DMMI is different. However, DIAM is pushing hard to have everyone work remote as a precaution. But DMMI, DMTN has to support manufacturing. I think the message is clear, but the action is not consistent. The social distancing is one way to maintain safety, but it's a difficult situation to manage.
So, this is Steve Milam again. Let me give a few perspectives. One is there's probably no site where everybody's able to work from home, including DIM. We have testing facilities here, and then we have the DIM warehouses. That said, the ABF leaders met earlier this week, and we discussed this point. Each of the ABF leaders is now working to make a work from home policy either expanded or to create one if they don't have one already. And they will be announcing that on their sites as soon as they have it ready. Same basic logic will be applied as at DIM, which means each job has to be analyzed. Can it be completed off-site or not? Our goal everywhere is to reduce the number of people that are in the offices. That enables greater social distancing, of course. I know some jobs cannot be done remotely, at least the core job, but we've asked leaders to think about even a shorter day. For example, if your main job is in the office, you get to the point where at the end of your day you just need to catch up on email, you can do that anywhere. So even if you're not regularly a work from home associate, you may be able to get some advantage of work from home. But all the ABF leaders are heavily engaged. I separately discussed with them ESC people in particular. They agree that many of the ESC jobs can be at least partial work from home. They recognize that. They're considering you as well. What we said with, or what we agreed with the site leaders that have ESC is like this. Basically, DIM's policy is if the boss agrees it can be work from home, then it can be work from home. It means very low-level decision-making. What we said, recognizing ESC, is we really needed two routes. One is the boss, means your functional lead up your chain of command, and the other is that plant's management. So it just takes two parties, but they know your situation, and they know that we need you, everybody out of the office if they can be, but it will just take another, I guess, I can't commit, but I guess day or two for them to work through issues. I know that they've committed, and I know that they are actively discussing and sharing with each other how to quickly get people out of the plants as well. So.
We've got a couple more minutes left, so we'll try and get through these. If someone identifies a good parking spot for parking lot Wi-Fi, we should share that. So anyone who has to do a security patch update can identify where to go in their car. It's a good suggestion. Is there a way to confirm and or force the Office 365 security update? The email instructions just indicate some general time length that the user should be connected to the internal network before and after restoring. Is there a method to confirm status?
There is, it's Mark Stasinski, there is not an easy method. There is a method in terms of using the company portal application on your phone. We can confirm status also, but through a help desk and whatnot. But there's not a real fluid, easy way to do it.
You can mention the hotspot, Mark, the hotspot verification.
Yeah, you could theoretically test and set up a hotspot, or if you're remote and test and confirm that you're able to access those resources. Go to Teams, for example.
Okay.
But it's unfortunately, it's a back-end change and it needs to be propagated through the cloud infrastructure with Microsoft, and it just takes some time to go through our environment and through the cloud.
Okay. All right, this is our last question. Some associates are wondering if Denso is thinking of future layoffs if OEMs cut production.
Yeah, Steve Milam. There's zero discussion on this topic right now, so we didn't do, for those of you that were not here, in the Great Recession, we did not do any involuntary layoffs. We did some voluntary severance. All of that being said, it's not even a discussion topic right now. It's way too early to think about that. Our principles are for long-term employment, and our commitment is to keep our associates for the long run. So the chance of involuntary is unimaginable to me. We will let you know if something changes for voluntaries or early retirements, but this is not something that's on the table in the near future. This would be something if it's a large recession for the long run, maybe we reconsider as we did the Great Recession. But again, even then we did not do any involuntaries. So please don't let concerns about your job become prominent for you. Our commitment is long-term, so not short-term. So, good question, though.
Okay, that is everything for today. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Again, we apologize that we had some bandwidth challenges here. We appreciate everybody's cooperation and their collaboration. We're going to continue to need to do that. We're one team, and as one team, we can get through this challenge just like we've been through challenges in the past. So thank you, everyone, and we will continue to communicate with you regularly, continue to share updates with you. If you have any questions, just let us know. You can send an email to the communications email box. You can send an email to Tracy Wall, and we'll get answers back to you. So thank you. Take care of yourselves, and have a good day.